Hi Patricia, my name is Rick Spieth. I'm the Subaru brand specialist here at the Waikem Auto family, and I have a couple cars that you are interested in seeing some video on, so we got them out here. Just thought I'd share some information with you. Both of them are the 2.5 4-cylinders. They're both SE models. Don't know if you know a whole lot about Subaru, but the thing that makes our cars unique is the all-wheel drive system. It's an active all-wheel drive, so you have power to all four wheels at all times. We're #1 in customer loyalty. We just passed Honda in consumer residual value of the car. Safety ratings, we're the only car company that every car we make gets the highest safety ratings for all crash tests. As far as the cars go, you have a 2.5 4-cylinder. It's 172 horsepower, 168 foot-pounds of torque. Like I said, it's an active all-wheel drive, and all our cars have a boxer motor. Nice thing about our cars is if you look under a Subaru Forester, a Legacy, Impreza, or the Outback, it's all going to have the same motor. The best thing I can tell you about maintenance and reliability is we're the only Subaru dealership in Stark County, one of the larger counties in Ohio, and we have one technician, so that kind of tells you about the maintenance and reliability of the vehicles. As far as equipment goes, both cars are equipped the same. They're both SE packages, so what that's going to give you is you're going to have a power driver's seat. You're going to have the all-weather package. So you'll have heated front seats, you'll have heated side view mirrors and what's called wiper de-icer, which when you activate that, that's going to melt any kind of snow and ice off your wiper blades. Power driver's seat. On all Subaru standard equipment is going to be power windows, locks, mirrors, tilt, cruise, keyless entry, single CD, ABS brakes, all-wheel drive. And then our cars also have what's called an electronic brake force distribution, and that what that does is if you were to ever slam on your brakes like your life depended on, it determines how much brake pressure you apply to each wheel to make the car kind of squat down and balance out and stay on your intended path when you're doing a heavy braking maneuver. Okay, now with all our cars, they're also certified. So with the Subaru certification, what that's going to give you, it's going to give you a 6-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty from the original in-service date of the vehicle. So depending on which one you're thinking more, or I can get you the information on both, I can give you the exact dates that these cars were put in service. This one I can tell you a little bit more about because I actually sold this car new and took it in on trade. It is a one-owner, garage kept. It's got 49,000 miles on it, so slightly higher miles than this one. This one's got about 32.6 on it. Probably a little bit cleaner car on the inside and the exterior just because it was garage kept and, you know, inside all. Okay, as far as the interior of the vehicle goes, like I said, you do have power windows, mirrors, locks, tilt, cruise. We have that wiper de-icer system that'll melt the snow and ice off your wiper blades. When you kick on your rear defrost, your side view mirrors will also defrost. Our cars also come with a Sportronic transmission, which at any time you can put it over into the sport mode, and then it becomes a manual without a clutch. So you're allowed to downshift the vehicle, slow it up without having to use your strictly your brakes, or it acts like a manual transmission, just no clutches involved. You have 4 different settings for your heated seats. Your driver's seat is a power seat. Your passenger seat is going to be a manual seat. Single disc CD, keyless entry with both fobs. Unlock once just unlocks the driver's door, unlock twice unlocks both doors, and then it also has a panic button and a trunk or a hatch release button on it as well too. These are both equipped with the auto dimming mirror with compass and home link too. So what you can do is program your garage door opener right into the mirror of the car. It also has a dimmer switch on there, so if somebody pulls up behind you at night with their bright lights on, the mirror will actually dim, so you don't have to have that little flip behind the mirror making that adjustment. And then your compass is actually in the mirror as well too. We also have a display area up here where you're going to see your outside temperature, your average fuel economy, and your clock is going to be available at all times. 6 airbags in the vehicle, dual stage airbags up front. Driver and passenger seat have an airbag right in the side of the seats, and then your side curtain airbags as well too. Passenger seat is activated by a sensor. Anybody less than 78 pounds sitting in this front seat, the airbag will not deploy, or if you're alone and you get in an accident, it will not deploy. The main reason for that is it doesn't offer you the driver aid protection, and then cost effectiveness of a repair. You're only replacing the airbag and the steering wheel, not the airbag on the whole dash. Okay, what we're now going to do now is just shoot some video of the car, both the inside and the outside. This one, first one you're going to see is the 06 with the 49,500 miles on it. Like I said, this one I know the owner, bought new, traded in for a new Outback. So I know a little bit more history on this, but once again, both cars have a clean Carfax. So the next one will have 32,000 miles, but we'll shoot a little video to show you the interior of the car. Once again, your back seat is a 60-40 split seat as well too. So we can just lay down the seats for you, and you can lay half of it down or the whole thing down, but it does give you excellent cargo space, as you can see in here. And then that's your hide shade, so if you have anything in the back, it'll hide any kind of cargo, grocery shopping, Christmas shopping, anything like that. Alright, this is our other 06. This one has just under 33,000 miles. Not quite as clean, but you know, 16,000 less miles, so that's where the price difference comes in and stuff there. Still a great car though, I mean, just not as well kept as that, you know, and that's previous owners. So, but once again, you know, certified pre-owned Subaru, so mechanically this car is in great running shape. Alright Patricia, this is the 06 with the 49,000 miles on. Just thought we'd take this for a little ride. Both cars are going to ride pretty much identical. I mean, there always might be, you know, a little bit of difference of feel in it, but you know, keep in mind we do live in Ohio here and we have significant potholes. But we just went over that set of railroad tracks and I took him at 40 miles an hour and there wasn't much, you know, any kind of instability or anything like that. It's a great riding car. Like I said, the other 06 is going to ride pretty much identical. You know, it might just have a slightly different feel because it's, you know, been driven different. But we're just going to go take you around the block, show you what the car can do. It has a four-wheel independent suspension, so each time you do hit a bump or anything like that, each wheel acts independently just to give you a smoother ride. You know, average fuel economy. Window sticker says 2026 on these cars. Most customers tell me they do any kind of trip travel and anything like that where they're on the highway and have their cruise set, they're averaging close to 30 miles a gallon, if not just a little bit better. Personally, I have an 06 Impreza with the same motor, same all-wheel drive system. The most I've ever gotten on a trip is 32 miles a gallon, so you should do a little bit better what the original window sticker says. Around town, kind of a mixture of a driving, you're probably going to average somewhere between 23 and 25. But you can't beat the all-wheel drive. If you go out west to the mountain states or the upper New England states, Subaru's like the third best selling nameplate, and it's because people have to get to work no matter what the weather conditions are. Thing I always tell people, if they haven't had a Subaru before, they're looking at the first time, you don't have to believe what I'm telling you. You can do the research. I'm not afraid of any press you're going to read. And then if you see somebody at the gas station, supermarket, if they're in a Subaru, if you ask them how they feel about their vehicle, they'll be my best sales rep, hands down. So, you know, not afraid of any kind of press or anything you're going to read about the Subarus. Alright Patricia, this is one last thing I just want to show you. I'm not sure if you've had a Subaru or familiar with the product at all, but this is the best way I can show you for how my all-wheel drive works this time of year. So what we are is we're out and back and I got a bunch of loose gravel here. I'm just going to turn the wheel as hard as I can to the left. I'm going to keep it locked and I'm just going to gradually pick up speed. One thing you'll notice is I never lose the rear end of the vehicle. Our car is always staying on its intended path. The only thing, it might slide a little bit on the gravel, but I'm not losing the back end of the vehicle or losing control where I'm going to have to overcorrect to keep it on its intended path. So here we go. As you can see, the car's got a nice tight turning radius as well too, but I mean, once again, I don't lose the back end of the vehicle. If you had an aerial shot up above, you'll see that we stayed pretty much right on our same tire tracks through that whole little thing there. The best thing I can tell you about a Subaru is if you buy one this time of year, you might love the car the rest of the summer, but you won't truly appreciate it until next winter. So if If you have any questions at all, just get a hold of Dan there in BDC, or if you want, feel free to give me a call at any time. I can answer any questions for you. Once again, my name is Rick Spieth, and I'm the Subaru brand specialist here at Waikem Subaru. Thanks, and have a great day.